Okay. First off, how's the season? How did the season go?
We made it to the finals. It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Awesome. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna bounce some pucks into you. Okay. A little bit of rebound control to start. Okay. What I want you to do is I bounce the puck into you. We'll drop down into our butterfly and we'll try and crowd the puck. Okay. If I mean crowd the puck, right? Right here, I'm kind of leaving that puck alone. Here, I'm kind of crowding it a little bit. Okay. And then a couple different things may happen. I may have to go paddle down here and here. I may have to go here, type deal. I don't necessarily want to go here because it might lead to a bad angle. So if I have to get to that spot, I might have to push over to it as well. So we're going to control the bouncing puck. I want you to cover the puck, boom, into it. Get up to your feet, pass it right out, okay? And then I'm going to walk left or right of this one, all right? Pretty basic one. I like to start with this one. Pretty simple. And then the next drill will get a little bit wider and work on those wide angle shots too. All right, so simple, control the rebound, good pass, good rebound control. Let's go. Right. Nice. Get set. Good. Nice. Right to it. Good. Reset. Oh, that was an easy one. Good. When I flick the puck into you, control it, but also cover it. Because I want you to get into that motion, cover it. Right? Even though covering a puck is a very basic thing that we do, it's a very important thing we do. Right? Sometimes the team's getting tired. Sometimes we are getting tired. We need to slow things down. Okay? But quickly, right away. Yep. Nice. That works. Push. Yeah, good. Good. You're a little bit on your tippy toes on your pushes. Okay? Let's press more of your foot down. You don't have to push in the whole entire foot, but I want you to use your big toe for sure. But yeah, you're a little bit on the tippy toes. Okay? You press down, not your heel though. We don't want to do that. I still want you to use your big toe, but if you press down a little bit more of your blade down and through the ice, you're going to flex at your ankle a little bit more and then use more of your leg, more of your muscles. That means stronger, quicker pushes. Yes, good. Ooh, no rebound. Good. Hey, if I'm splitting hairs with you, you did everything so beautifully well, done, but that stick was just to the side. If I have to be nitpicky with you, I'll get a little detailed, right? But I'm gonna tell you this: butterfly, beautiful, shoulders square, hips engaged, nose to the puck, glove to the save. The only thing I can only pick apart is just your stick. That's so cool, right? I think that's something we can be a little bit more aware of, and you're gonna be, whew.
Was it over here?
And that just means you're gonna be bigger than a net, right? If you're doing everything else so well, right, you're filling up a lot of net space. That's important. And then if there's just one tiny little thing that can be flipped is don't let my hand get this way, keep it here. That's it. Yeah? And that means on rebounds, right, you're not out of position here in case there's one here. You're right there right away. All right, cool. 2 more. Push. Ooh, nice. Good. Good, 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 good. Keep the gloves up all the time here. Nice and ready. There we go. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Great job. Scooch over right here. When you made that blocker save, and this is something that happens to a lot with goalies, when it's coming in this area, they rotate here and they try and make the save tighter to their body. Do you notice what part of your blocker it hit? It hit like inside, like the side panel area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why it kind of gets trapped up in here, which is not necessarily a terrible thing as long as we keep it here. Yeah. But it could scooch through. It could, how many times this happened? Hit here and then go there. That definitely happens sometimes, right? And that's that's a lot of times when we rotate here. Because now look at my thumb is exposed, right? I want to keep that face here. So how can we do that a little bit differently? All right. So instead of making a save at my side of my hip in front of me, yeah, and right here, boom, boom, all right, glove forward, right? You're making those glove saves in front of you. Make those blocker saves in front of you. And a lot of times we'll do that in the high ones too. A lot of goalies will try and absorb the pucks up here. Again, not a bad thing, especially if you have size. I don't have size. Are you a tall goalie? No. All right. I'm definitely not a tall goalie. But if it's coming in here and I can absorb it, that's still okay. For me personally, I want to be super accurate in my hands, and I want to watch that into me. Boom, here. That right there for me, with my knees even just inside that crease, that's going to cover the top shelf. Boom, right in front of me. And I'm getting my nose to the puck here. And here's the other thing. When it hits me in front, and since my eyes are behind it, I'm more likely to know where that rebound's going to go right away. Okay? If I absorb it here, sometimes it can leak. Maybe it leaks behind me and I can't really see it. All right? And then I'm kind of a little late to the rebound. Okay? So let's focus on keeping all the glove and blocker saves right in front all the way through. Okay? Your body position, butterfly, everything looks pretty stellar right now. Let's keep that up. All right? Let's switch up and get right into the next drill since we took a little bit of break there. Let's do a little bit more of puck handling. Okay? I'm going to pass you the puck over here. We're going to take that puck, take it behind the net. Yeah? Good. Good. What you just did there was fantastic. You pivoted, toes up ice. Now I see everything. We're going to take that puck. I'm then going to move over there. Send that puck to me as hard as you can. Okay? No forward rim shots here. Right? It's direct pass right to me. Okay? And then, what's the most important thing to do when you get back in the net?
Make sure you're in the middle.
Yeah, how do you do that? Okay. You might not always have enough time to do 2 posts, but I highly recommend do 1 post. Okay, so coming from the glove side, all right, I'll get in there, tap my pull, okay, and I kind of get myself situated. Like here, I'm like, okay, I'm definitely not in the middle. Okay, here, I'm a little more in the middle, and I'm there, all right? And then a little bit on a post. Like if you go to tap that post with your stick and you miss, you know you're way too far over your glove side. At the same time, if you go to tap with your stick and you hit your arm, you're like, oh, I'm really close to that post. Does that make sense? Yeah. All right. Now, once you pass out to me and you get set and you're out on top of your crease, I'll walk down for a wide angle shot here. Our goal today is to keep all our pucks on the side of half the ice that they came from. Okay? We don't want anything on the other half of the ice. Why is that?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. If I am here, the shot's coming from here. Where's all the open net?
Over there.
Yeah. Who's the people looking at a wide open net?
The other team.
On the other half of the ice, right? So if you divide up this ice right in half, yeah, keep everything on the strong side. Make your life easier. Something up the middle is not terrible. Okay. We hope that our center and our D are helping out there, right? But it's not terrible. Okay. Something in front of you is better, and then stuff that are in the safe areas, like the corners, are the best case scenarios, right? What's an even better case scenario than put it in the corner?
I don't know.
Getting a whistle, glove save, covering it, or a rebound outside the rink. Best case scenario. Yeah? So those are the things I want you to think about. Okay, if this shot is coming in strong, I'm going to try and shoot some wobbly ones on you too to really force you to work on the rebound control. If there's some, if it's a strong enough shot, right, you don't have to fish for it, right? You can just let it hit you, and you can guide it up and out. If it's a soft, bouncy shot, you might have to crowd it a little bit more with your hands, and kind of like a bad pitch in softball, right? So keep those things in mind. All right. So pass the puck, take it around, big pass, wide angle shot. Are you ready? Let's go. Nice. Good. Staying forward. There we go. Get right in that net. Good. Very cool. Good. Pivoting backwards. Boom. There we go. Okay. When the rebound pots off and rebound goes out, right? You have two options, right? Stay down or get up. When would you stay down?
I don't know.
Probably when it's closer, right? Yeah. If it
Go
goes,
farther out, you stand up.
yeah, get up, right. And also think about time too, right? If you have, a lot of times we don't think we have enough time to pop up right away, but if we really work on popping up right away after shots and rebounds, we gain that confidence and know that we have a ton of time, right? If we get caught sitting down in our butterfly, then we start power legging all over the place and we start losing these battles. We start kicking for pucks and then we have to dive for pucks and we're like a fish out of water. You know what a fish out of water looks like? Okay. We don't want to be that. There you go. Look up. Nice. Right in. There we go. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice pivot. There we go. Right in there. Nicely done.
Okay. Got it.
Two more each way.
Huh?
Nice. Oh, my goodness. Okay. One thing that is something that almost every goalie does, especially young goalie does, is they back up way too much. And when we back up way too much, rebounds are out there, right, that we used to be this close to. We end up being this far away, and then we reach for it, and we end up on our stomach. Okay? I want you to fight getting on your stomach at all costs. All right? I want it to be the very, very, very last thing that you ever do. Right? And even more last than that, ending up on your back. It's definitely not a good position. Okay? So fight to resist going on your stomach. So instead, get a good power leg. Right? Rely on your awesome footwork and your skating abilities. Okay? You have great skating abilities. Use it. All right? Get all of you there and not just some of you there. Okay? One more each way. There it is. Ooh. Okay. Go right here. Drop down. Okay. Okay. What did you do differently there?
The other one, my leg was up.
What's that?
My leg was up on the last one.
Yeah. And what caused your leg to get up or be up on that one? You moved actually a little bit too early, going across. All right. And I get that because when a player's going across, it's kind of scary because they can have a lot more reach and get around us. So we really want to make sure we don't let that happen. Okay. But if we move too early, those holes can open up too, and they can also put it off this side. Another thing that could happen if you push too early, let's say you do make a pad save anyway, where's it going to go? Probably that way, right? For me to get over there, I got to do that, and that might be too late. Okay. So on that last one, great job. A little bit of patience. Okay. What you can also do, and we're going to try this again. Right? On your feet. Right? Drop down. Up. Try it again. Same thing. Right? Down. Up. Freedom. Denied. Oh. Oh. All right. This is going backwards. Backwards is going to be behind the play. Get in front of the play. Front. Right? Even like if you end up on your stomach, right? You're not reaching back behind you. You're reaching forward to it. You know? And then just a normal save, even like that situation, you reach back, you're always going to be behind it. Get in front of it. Cut it off. Okay. Quick drink of water? No? All right. Let's move on. Okay. Let's get a little bit. So I want to work on some of the same wide angle stuff here, but we're going to switch it up. Okay. So let me switch up the pucks here and change it up.